Leah Vaselli, 560 Delsey Drive. I served up there on Township Committee with many of you, and I know it's difficult to please everyone. Now, I've also served as public defender, so I know how hard our police department works. And I just want to state my opinion that I think it was a colossal mistake to have a heroes calendar that doesn't feature the police. It's,
I can speak to that if you'd like, Leah, and
Sure.
in my opinion, we do have a police department, we have one of the finest police departments around. We also have other employees who actually came to work during a crisis, worked every day, okay, never missed a day of work. So, you know, I felt in my mind, and some other people's mind, that they are heroes of the township.
good.
Anybody who's come to work during the pandemic and worked every day to supply a service to the residents of the township, whether you were a firefighter, whether you were an EMT, whether you were a teacher, whether you were someone that collects taxes over there, or someone who picks up the trash. It just, the pandemic just didn't affect the police department.
Sure it didn't. I mean, there's also a community
So, I
center.
mean,
They
exactly.
didn't make the calendar, but my only point is, obviously, when it's heroes, I think when the police are chosen to not be featured, it undermines
Well, I disagree with you.
the danger.
The front of the
that
building
they face-
maybe
well-
has a bad signage problem, but that was the intent. That picture's been used many other
Well,
times
just
to
to be clear-
represent the police department.
Well, I
And
didn't see
beg
it
to
as
differ,
representative of the police
Your definition
department.
of a hero,
It
it
would,
seems like it's a little one-sided just to the
No,
police
no.
department. There's plenty of other people who come to work every day,
Jake.
nurses, everybody else, I would consider a hero.
Jake, there are plenty of people who are heroes, that is for sure. But there are no nurses who come to work here in the municipality.
There's people that live in town that are nurses.
Sure there are. That, I don't,
Teachers.
okay, if you let me finish. To say that they're all equal, that they equally risk themselves, I think is a mistake. All employees everywhere go to work.
Not a problem.
We're not all heroes. But when you put up a picture of a building, it could just as equally be called the Township Committee building. I mean, if someone's breaking into my house and I need something there in a hurry, it's not this building that I anticipate coming to help me. Police are heroes, and to undermine what they do and the significance of what they do is a colossal mistake, especially in the anti-police environment that we are now in. They should be given credit for getting out there every day in difficult circumstances, risking their lives, putting themselves at more exposure than anyone else. Because this building, as far as I know, is referenced as the COVID building. And it's because so many people in this building or people near them have had COVID.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe you and I'll have a conversation and talk about how they got the COVID.
Well, we can, because it doesn't appear to me that any steps were taken in this building to protect them. Once the
I'll
first-
beg to differ, we can have that conversation
Well,
another day.
we could have it now too.
I think
Tell me,
if you're getting that information, someone's giving you the wrong.
tell me what was done in this building when COVID cases popped up
Brian, what
to
was done in this
protect
building?
them.
What were people supposed to do in this building? When COVID first hit, what were they instructed to do? Pretty much not to enter the building, correct?
In this building?
Yes.
Yeah, we limited
Okay?
access and then.
When they were going good for the longest time, and then when the governor and everybody else started getting a little lax, then we started going to weddings, and we started going here or there.
Did you notify all the employees in this building that they weren't to come in? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
What were you
The
saying?
officers weren't supposed to be in the building together.
The
This
ones-
part of the building was supposed to be closed.
The ones who already had COVID or all officers?
Everybody, right, Brian?
It didn't specify whether you
They were
had.
cleaning the
Well,
cars outside.
At any rate,
They-
I would say it was fairly ineffective because many people got COVID in this very
There's
building.
many people still getting it.
That
Many
is
people
true.
are still getting
That
it.
is true.
Gosh,
But
you have
the-
doctors and nurses get it in at a hospital and they're the best protected, you would think, correct?
Doctors and nurses do get COVID because they are the most exposed, absolutely. What I'm getting at is the police have more exposure, they do more, they should have been featured. If you say otherwise, I think it's ridiculous and I think it's a
I'm
disservice.
not saying
So I
otherwise
just
at
wanna
all.
take this
We
moment
respect the fact that
to
everyone is.
publicly
We're
thank the
honored,
police
but-
department for the protection they give us, for the services they provide, and the excellent leadership of Chief Zimmer.
Thank you.
And if you feel otherwise, I'm sorry to